You may not be aware of this, but since the 1980s, there's been a concerted effort to promote individualism. You know, I'm here for me and mine. And this shift to individualism is no accident. It's being driven by people who want us disempowered. The myth of the rugged individual who needs no one is just that. It's a myth created by stories through culture, told through culture, and the kinds of things that you all are going to be doing. So, graduate students working with words and images, do the reverse. Encourage community versus individualism. There are two unprecedented and deeply interconnected challenges before us: democracy and climate. And for both, it is now or never. Right now, we are losing the democratic norms, capacity, and infrastructure that we need to solve climate and everything else. And we're losing the climate stability to solve democracy and everything else. We will win. Thank you. We're going to win or lose these two things together. Our voting rights and our civil rights are under attack. Voting really matters. That's why it's under attack. So fight for your rights and encourage others to do the same. Make voting great again. Encourage people who vote to vote with knowledge. Study up on who you're thinking about voting for. Does the candidate take money from oil, gas, and coal, or from big pharma? Because lots of them do. The Democrats every bit as much as the Republicans, by the way. If they do, it means they're supporting what benefits corporations and not what benefits you. And vote all the way down the ballot. That means don't forget the sheriff, the school board, public utilities, the city council. You would be amazed at how much power these down-ballot offices can wield when it comes to democracy and climate. Another constitutional right that's being criminalized today is legal protest. Now listen up, guys. Here is the honest-to-God truth. Your children having a livable future will depend on whether we end our addiction to oil, gas, and coal. Well, there wasn't a lot of enthusiasm for that, but we'll work on it. And to accomplish this, along with voting, requires engaging in advocacy. Yet these lawful actions are being criminalized right now. And that's because those who stand to lose the most from a unified and engaged public, including big polluters who drive the climate crisis, they don't want us protesting. But it's not a democracy if we can't legally protest. For example, back in the 50s, Rosa Parks and her husband were fired from their jobs and driven out of Montgomery with death threats because she dared to sit on a bus where white people only were supposed to sit. And today, schools are named after Rosa Parks, statues erected in her honor. When she died, her casket was placed in honor in the nation's capital. See, time and information change things, and you all are the deliverers of information. You all probably don't know this, but the last time I spoke to a large group of students on campus at USC, I was hung in effigy from the branch of a nearby tree, I think it was. And yet here I am today delivering your commencement speech. See, opinions change. The climate clock is ticking. At a certain point, the heat that's being trapped within the atmosphere by the blanket of pollution that we are wrapping around the globe because of burning oil, gas, and coal, the heat will get so severe that crucial ecosystems that we depend on for our survival are going to collapse, like the ocean and the forests, which provide our oxygen. Like insects, bats, bees, birds, butterflies that provide a third or more of our food through pollination. Pollination, politicization, pollination. They pollinate. But hope takes action. It's easy to be optimistic. Everything's going to be fine, but you don't do anything to make it so. Hope is a muscle, like the heart. It's when we take action that hope comes alive. Václav Havel, the playwright that became the president of Czechoslovakia, once said, "Hope is not the conviction that everything is going to turn out well, but the certainty that something is worth doing no matter how well it turns out." So act. Be brave. Talk about these crises with your friends. Write about these crises. Join an organization that's working on them. You'll meet new friends, new community. You'll have fun. And life will become more meaningful because you'll be living for things bigger than yourself. You know, I've tried it both ways. This is better, trust me. If you only knew what I meant. People who shape society's stories are the most powerful people in the society, and that's you, dear graduates, that is you. And I wish you courage and love as you go flex your muscles. Thank you.